Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot, manning the middle. Just a bit of an up-and-down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
Detroit with the ball. Outside Jackson. Kicks to Drummond. Jackson setting the pick here for Drummond. And stolen by LeBron. Irving drives in. The feet to James. Knocked away. Here's Harris. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. LeBron kicks to Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Love. Jackson dishes to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Cleveland with it. James outside. Pass to Irving. Smith outside. Back to LeBron. And there's the pass to Thompson. Here's Love. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. LeBron with it. Picked up by Harris. Love kicks to Irving. Drills the three-pointer.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Here's Smith. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Jackson following the score by Cleveland. 2 on the clock. Morris with the bucket. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. James kicks to Love. From outside, off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Caldwell Pope pass to Morris. The 11-footer. And James pulls it down. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's a pick by Love. Smith right side. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Went down low that time, and he got the 3-second foul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Pistons. Johnson comes in for Harris. Now Cleveland shooting in his first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. Dishes to Mozgov. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Outside Jackson. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 5.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's LeBron. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beat.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
And, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
On the floor for Detroit, Jackson is out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Aaron Baines. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Baines dishes to Tolliver. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished third in the Central in 2014, but that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And Baines pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Cleveland did win the Central, as you alluded to, won 11 in-division games against what was a very tough division.
No easy opponents in that Central Division last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, and 1 was knocking on the door. The Cavs did what they needed to do to bring home the banner.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And the Pistons were a better team last season than they were in 2014. I mean, they still ended up bottom in the Central Division, but most of it was because of how strong the Central really was last season.
Some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Harris is checked in for Johnson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jackson. As you said, the Pistons were last in the Central Division last year. They had finished 4th each of the last 4 years before that, Clark.
And, the Pistons actually had more wins last year coming in last than they did in any of the 4 seasons they finished 4th. I mean, it just shows you how tough and improved the Central Division was last year.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. Right wing. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Now Detroit moving it up. Harris has got the ball. Pistons passing it around. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Meeks. Covered by Irving. Meeks, good. Meeks got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Smith. Meeks pass to Morris. Harris dishes to Drummond. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. 1:56 left to play here in the half.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career.